Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from Epomaker. This is the Shadow-X 70% compact, hot swappable tri-mode mechanical keyboard. This also has a 1.06 inch LCD screen that will show you information. You can also upload animated GIFs or pictures to it as well. We're going to dig into this now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is everything you get once you get it unboxed. Now you're going to see the documentation here, and this is a good to have because it shows you all of your keyboard layouts here and shortcuts. Now this doesn't have function keys, so it has the number keys, and they're going to be kind of a dual function setup here. You're going to have your function controls, and then you're going to have your regular setup, and you can switch back and forth with that as well. Now it's a tri-mode keyboard, means I can do it USB Type-C wired, I can do it 2.4 gigahertz wireless via a dongle, and I can do up to 3 different Bluetooth devices as well. Overall, this is the way it comes out of the box, but they do give you some extra keys here if you kind of want to mix up the colorway. This is kind of a black and silver, but they do give you yellow keycaps for certain keys like your arrow keys, your space bar, and things like that as well. You do get a keycap and a switch puller with this, because we can of course replace all the keys if we want to, and we can also replace the switches as well. Now this one comes with a pink flamingo switches from Epomaker, and these are nice switches for comfortable typing, I have found. And you can see right here you've got your dual post, or you can add in other switches if you would like. But these are the pink flamingo switches. They come with an option to do Gateron yellows or bluebird switches or wisteria switches as well, depending on what you like and what your preference is. Now it does have a nice long braided thick cable here. This is a gold-plated USB Type-A to USB Type-C for connecting this in wired mode, and also for connecting it so that you can recharge the 3000 milliamp battery that's inside the device. Let's take a look at the Shadow-X. Again, 70% keyboard, no function keys at the top, no number pad on the right-hand side. Makes this nice and compact on your desk, so it's not going to take up a lot of space. And as far as the build quality goes, we've got a really nice build quality here. This is an ANSI layout at 70% with double shot PBT keycaps. We do have it gasket mounted, and we do have a pour-on foam layer inside this as well. On the back, you're going to see that you do have your USB Type-C input, and they also have right underneath that a nice little slot for your wireless 2.4 gigahertz USB dongle if you're going to use it in a 2.4 gigahertz mode. This does have a PC plate and south-facing LEDs as well, so those are kind of the specs. Now on the bottom here, we've got 2 levelers, and they are dual purpose. Basically, you have the higher angle, and then you have a built-in lower angle as well, so you can select the angle you like most or is most comfortable for your typing experience. So that's the Shadow-X unboxing. Let's delve into it a little bit deeper. Okay, so taking a look closer at the board itself, we've got those Epomaker Flamingo switches that are already pre-installed. You can see south-facing RGB. The stabilizers are pre-lubed from the factory, as are the switches. So you have these switches here, and they give a nice default typing experience. Of course, since this is hot swappable, you can replace these switches with any types of switches that you would like. If you're not a big fan of these, or say you break a switch, you can easily take it out and redo it. Now we've got double shot PVT keycaps here, and these are not shine through. So if you really want something that's going to show off the LED, you can replace the keycaps with keycaps of your own that will allow it to shine through the top portion of the key instead of just the bottom and surrounding portions of the keys as well. Now on the other side of the keyboard itself, we've got a 1.06 inch LCD display here, and this is going to give you a lot of information such as your date, your time, the day, what mode you're in, 2.4 gigahertz, Bluetooth 1, 2, or 3, or wired, your battery life and what's left with your battery life. And we're using page down, we can flip between that screen and your uploaded GIFs, or the built-in one here, which is just the Epomaker logo here. But of course you can upload your own GIFs as well to the keyboard, and you can do that through the software, which we'll take a look at in just a few moments. So overall, this is a nice little kind of infotainment setup that they have here on the right hand side that gives you some information. And again, if you want to spruce it up with an image or a GIF, you can definitely do that. Up at the top, we do have this knob here, and of course our lights for our caps lock, our connection status, and everything like that. But the knob itself is not for volume, it's for modes. You see the G mode there is for 2.4 gigahertz, and then you have B1, B2, and B3. So if we want to set this up via Bluetooth, you're going to hold down the function key, and then the Q, the W, and then the E keys are Bluetooth 1, 2, and 3. You're just going to hold down for about 3 to 5 seconds function and Q for B1, for Bluetooth 1. And you're going to notice that on the right hand side of the keyboard now we are flashing quickly and in pairing mode, so we can easily pair this to a Bluetooth device. Now you have a way of doing 3 different Bluetooth devices, B1, B2, and B3, and then of course 2.4 gigahertz. Now if we go all the way to the top, that will be for your wired mode. So that really just controls the modes itself. It's a nice button to have to quickly select different modes if you're using different devices, and works really well. Okay, so let's take a look at the Epomaker software. I can click on each individual key and I can either disable it, I can add other key settings at the bottom here if I wish to, such as bindings, combination bindings, macros, media keys, and mouse keys as well can also be done here through this, and you can do it per key. You do have several layers, 3 built-in layers that you can do as well, so you can switch back and forth if you really want to go wild and just make a separate layer for maybe something that you're doing and then come back and switch between those layers. The function layer here, again, function settings can also be set the same way. We have a full macro suite here where we can create our own macros and then of course assign those to keys or combinations that we wish to do. Now we do have a screen here. Now this screen is so that you can draw on this and make your own animations. You can also upload GIF files here and save them to your work, which is the second tab. Selecting a picture will allow you to go and just browse your computer for any picture file or GIF file that you want to upload directly to the keyboard and its LCD screen. Now on other settings, we can synchronize our time here. This is where you'll synchronize your date and time for your LCD screen, which works out really nicely. You can also clear the screens as well if you want to clear everything out. So they give you a lot of functionality here. Now under lighting, we can go through all of the lighting modes that they have, and there are just so many here. You have speed here, and you also have brightness, up to 4 levels of speed and 4 levels of brightness. You can change the colors, the play modes. Some of them will have like an out and in or a right and a left that you can change. But you can go in and actually assign a specific color per individual key. So if I just want a few keys just to be red, I can select a few different keys just to be in red color, and you really can go in and kind of make this your own. So depending on how you want to do this, you can pretty much set it up any way you would like. Now under the Share tab, this is where things get interesting. This is where other users will upload their either light settings, their animation settings, and things like that. So if I like somebody else's light setup, I can download that directly to my keyboard and use their predefined lighting setup, which is actually pretty cool. Same thing is going to be said about animations as well, animated GIFs. There's going to be a ton of those that you can download, and then you can upload that directly to your keyboard, and you can, just select something that someone else has already posted. So that is a really cool thing to have in here. It's kind of like a little marketplace, but you don't really have to pay for anything. You just have to browse other people's already created ideas. So that works out really well. You can save each one of these to your setup so that you can quickly use it when you want to. If I want to use this a cat dance or Pikachu one or whatever I'd like, I just select it, and then I can either download it or export it. And I can do that right now. So it's downloaded into my work. So we can go back into my work, which would be under the screen setting. So we'll go back there and we'll check it out in just a second. And it's super easy to be able to upload this right from the My Work section. Under My Account, you can create an account and you can back up your settings to the cloud, and then you can restore them as well. So that way, if you ever need to reset the keyboard or something happens like that, then you can do that with ease. Now here we have our app version here, and you can check for an update and also firmware as well. Mine are up to date. You can select your language. You can have it open on startup with your computer. You can change the appearance and background of the entire app if you want. And then when you close it, you can either choose to minimize or exit the app. So if we go back into the screen, the cat dance icon is there because I saved it. Now if I can preview it, and then if I want to upload this, I can upload it with the little arrow there. I can upload this directly to my keyboard. So then that will appear on the LCD screen. Super easy. Epomaker makes this very easy to manage images, GIFs, static images, lighting, colors, settings, and everything right through their software. Now, I am a fan of the software, but if you quickly want to change some settings here, you can hold down the function and menu key, and the right and left arrows will get you through your brightness, the colors, things like that. And then if you hit Enter, it has a secondary menu, so function, menu, enter, and you can change the lighting effects, starry, wavy, shadowing, all of those. So using the additional function menu and plus will switch between the menus, and then the left and right keys will take you through each option. So if you don't want to use the software, it's built in to the keyboard itself. If you just need to quickly change one thing and don't want to launch the software, you've got that option as well. Okay, so that's my review of the Epomaker Shadow-X, and what I like about this keyboard is that it's super compact, so it's not going to take a lot of desk space up. You do have the loss of your row of function keys, but of course you can make your numbered keys at the top go into function mode with just the combination of a key, so you're not really losing that function. I like the LCD screen on the right. It shows me a lot of good information, and if I want to spruce it up with a picture or a GIF, I can definitely do that. The typing experience out of the box is very nice, as you heard in our typing test, and you can connect up to 3 different Bluetooth devices with this, or use it at 2.4 gigahertz wireless via the dongle, or wired directly to your PC or Mac. Overall, this is a solid offering from Epomaker if you're looking to save desk space but still want lots of functionality. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll check you guys out on the next one.